A casino that lost millions, a university accused of fraud, and now a plan to buy Greenland. Trump's business history is filled with controversy. Some of his ideas worked, others failed spectacularly. Today, I am looking at some of his most talked about business moves, including his latest attempt at an international land deal. The rise of Trump's business empire and early controversies. Donald Trump stepped into the business world through real estate, a field dominated by his father, Fred Trump. Unlike many self-made billionaires, Trump had a strong financial head start. His father was already a wealthy real estate developer, and this background provided him with knowledge, connections, and most importantly, capital. In the 1970s, Trump focused on New York City, a place filled with struggling properties and untapped opportunities. One of his earliest deals was the Commodore Hotel, a rundown building near Grand Central Station. Using tax abatements and a partnership with Hyatt, he transformed it into a profitable luxury hotel. However, critics argue that his success relied heavily on government incentives rather than pure business acumen. Throughout his rise, Trump used aggressive marketing and bold claims to build his brand. He often portrayed himself as a master dealmaker, even when his business dealings were not as flawless as he made them seem. There were cases where he took massive loans and shifted financial burdens onto investors when projects struggled. Some deals, like the Trump Tower, were undoubtedly successes, but others raised questions about his business ethics. The Atlantic City casino boom and its downfall. In the 1980s, Trump saw Atlantic City as a goldmine for his ambitions. The city was positioning itself as the Las Vegas of the East Coast, and casinos were popping up everywhere. He entered the scene with the Trump Plaza, followed by the Trump Castle, and later the massive Trump Taj Mahal. For a time, it seemed like he had struck gold. Trump marketed his casinos as symbols of luxury, excess, and power. The Trump Taj Mahal, which opened in 1990, was promoted as the eighth wonder of the world. But behind the dazzling chandeliers and lavish decor, financial trouble was brewing. The casino business is not just about attracting gamblers. It is about managing debt, operating efficiently, and staying ahead of the competition. Trump had taken on enormous loans to fund his casinos, and the interest rates were brutal. Within just a few years, all three of his casinos faced financial struggles. Trump Taj Mahal filed for bankruptcy in 1991, less than 2 years after opening. Trump Plaza and Trump Castle followed a similar path, repeatedly filing for bankruptcy over the next decade. Investors lost millions, and employees faced layoffs and pay cuts. Trump University, the business education scandal. Education and business do not always mix well, and Trump University proved that. Launched in 2005, it was marketed as a place where aspiring entrepreneurs could learn real estate strategies straight from Trump's playbook. Students were promised insider knowledge, mentorship, and a pathway to success. However, the reality was far from what was advertised. Unlike accredited universities, Trump University was never officially recognized as an educational institution. Instead, it operated as a series of high-priced seminars that encouraged attendees to pay for even more expensive courses. Some students reported spending tens of thousands of dollars, believing they were getting access to exclusive secrets that would make them wealthy. Soon, complaints started piling up. Many former students claimed they were misled and scammed. They alleged that instructors were not experts, and that Trump himself had little to do with the program. In 2013, a major lawsuit was filed against Trump University, accusing it of fraud. Trump dismissed the claims, calling them politically motivated, but the evidence was overwhelming. Eventually, in 2016, Trump settled the lawsuit for $25 million. It was one of the few times he publicly backed down from a legal battle. While some still defend Trump University as a legitimate business venture, the scandal left a stain on his reputation that was hard to ignore. The Trump Taj Mahal, the casino that could not stay afloat. A casino worth nearly $1 billion sounds like a guaranteed success, but reality had other plans. When the Trump Taj Mahal opened its doors in 1990, it was the most expensive casino ever built. Everything about it was excessive, from the massive gaming floors to the gold-plated decor. Trump envisioned it as the ultimate gambling destination. Despite its grandeur, financial troubles began almost immediately. The project had been funded through massive loans with sky-high interest rates. Running a casino is expensive, and the revenue was not enough to cover costs. Within a year, the Trump Taj Mahal was in serious financial trouble. Another major issue was labor disputes. Employees fought for better wages and working conditions, leading to multiple strikes. In 2014, the casino filed for bankruptcy again, and in 2016, it finally shut down. The business of that scale needed careful management, but in this case, even a flashy name could not keep it alive. Trump steaks and other failed consumer products. Branding can be powerful, but it does not guarantee success. Over the years, Trump has attached his name to various products, hoping to cash in on his reputation. Some of these products, like Trump steaks, Trump vodka, and Trump ice bottled water, seemed promising but quickly faded into obscurity. Trump steaks, launched in 2007, were marketed as premium cuts of beef. They were sold through the Sharper Image, a store better known for gadgets than food. The sales were weak, and within months, the product was gone. Trump vodka followed a similar fate. Despite bold claims that it would dominate the liquor market, it disappeared within a few years. Not every business venture can be a hit, but these failures highlight an important lesson. Authenticity matters. People buy from brands they trust. And if a product feels like a random money grab, customers notice. Sometimes even a famous name is not enough to make a brand thrive. Trump Airlines, the attempt at luxury aviation. At one point, Trump tried to break into the airline industry. In 1988, he bought Eastern Air Shuttle, a struggling airline that offered short flights between major East Coast cities. He rebranded it as Trump Shuttle and gave it a luxury upgrade. Planes were equipped with gold fixtures, leather seats, and high-end service. The problem was that most passengers were not looking for luxury. The airline primarily served business travelers who cared more about reliability and cost than gold-plated seatbelt buckles. Trump had taken on significant debt to finance the venture, and with rising fuel costs and economic downturns, the numbers did not work in his favor. By 1992, Trump Shuttle was no longer under his control. The venture was short-lived, and like many of his other businesses, it collapsed under financial pressure. Trump's plan to buy Greenland, a real estate deal like no other. In 2019, Trump proposed purchasing Greenland from Denmark, citing its strategic importance and resource potential. The suggestion was met with firm rejections from both Denmark and Greenland, with Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen labeling the idea as absurd. Fast forward to early 2025, and the topic has resurfaced. House Republicans have introduced a bill that would authorize the president to negotiate with Denmark for the acquisition of Greenland. The draft states, Congress hereby authorizes the president, beginning at 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 20, 2025, to seek to enter into negotiations with the Kingdom of Denmark to secure the acquisition of Greenland by the United States. Despite these renewed efforts, both Danish and Greenlandic leaders remain opposed to the idea. Greenland, which was granted broad self-governing autonomy in 2009, including the right to declare independence through a referendum, has consistently emphasized its desire to determine its own future. The proposal has sparked debates about the strategic and economic implications of such an acquisition. Greenland's rich natural resources and its strategic location in the Arctic are seen as valuable assets. However, the cultural and political considerations, along with the firm stance of Greenland's residents and Danish authorities, make the prospect of purchasing the island highly unlikely. The Trump Organization legal battles and investigations. Over the years, Donald Trump's business ventures have been entangled in numerous legal challenges. These issues have ranged from allegations of fraud to tax disputes, significantly impacting his public image. In 2022, the Trump Organization faced serious legal trouble when it was convicted on 17 criminal charges, including tax fraud and falsifying business records. This conviction highlighted the company's alleged practice of providing executives with off-the-books compensation to evade taxes. Such actions not only breached the law, but also raised ethical concerns about the organization's business practices. In a separate case, writer E. Jean Carroll accused Trump of sexual abuse and defamation. In 2024, a jury found Trump liable for sexual abuse and defamation, ordering him to pay over $80 million in damages. This case not only had legal implications, but also affected Trump's personal reputation. Additionally, in 2024, Trump was convicted on multiple counts of falsifying business records related to hush money payments to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. Although this sentencing was postponed indefinitely following his re-election, this case added to the list of legal challenges he faced. These legal battles have undoubtedly influenced public perception of Trump and his business dealings. While some view these issues as politically motivated, others see them as evidence of unethical practices. It is clear that these controversies have left a lasting mark on his legacy. Some of Trump's business moves made him millions, others led to disaster. Which one do you think was his worst? Comment below, like the video, and subscribe for more content.